pick has been spotted in an item shop. Grab it, scale. Oh my god. Buccaneer. Ooh, no ponytail. Arr. Arr. Wait, whoa, what is this? Misgrab. Ah, I'm guessing that's for like RPGs and stuff. Cool. Cool. So we got Dark Bomber. Thunder Crash. Oh, that's 1200 V-Bucks? Oh, that's big gay. Dark Glyph. I have that. Glow Sticks. Renegade, Mira, Tusk, Squid Striker. Ooh, I did not like that sound. Dealy Pick. Pia. Bro, I want the freaking Thunder Crash, but I do not have enough V-Bucks, bro. Ugh. Gay. Big gay, bro. Big gay. Alright, so I'm gonna join my cousin. He has full people. Okay. Alright, let's do arena. Do arena. Ooh, actually, what week is it? Week 6. Oh. 14 hours is week 7. And week 8 is in 8 days. Wow. What's his name again? The Rogue? Or not Rogue. Shoot. Ruin. His name is Ruin. Ruin has arrived. Soon. Bro, that skin's gonna look so cool. I wanna try to complete all the challenges. That's gonna have to be like a Friday night thing. Or not even like if my mom stays over the girl sometime this week, then, you know. Oh, yeah, spot. I like this spot. That's my spot right here. Actually, you know what? Yeah, why not? The only way they would tell us the thing is if they, like, the skin is if they have some other plans for week 8. There has to be some kind of plan for it. Bro, this pickaxe was that crazy, bro. I can only imagine how the skin's gonna look. Like, I'm telling you, that skin's probably gonna be the rawest skin in the game. Like, ever. Bro, I had my eyes on this wonderful headset. Bro, costs like $99. It costs $100 exactly. I may or may not get it. Not this week though. Obviously not this week. Probably next week. Because this week I need to get my focus on getting my permit and all this other stuff. I want to pay. I'm trying to pay off all my debts and whatnot before I do buy anything else for myself. I need to start focusing on priorities. I still have myself enough. So that's just one thing I need to do. Anyway, how's your day, guys? How did your day go? You guys have a good day? I hope y'all did, because I had a horrible day. So, yeah, got woken up at 3:30 in the morning just to find out that the uncle who I am closest to has passed. I'm gonna make a video in his honor either today or tomorrow, but when I record from like this point on, expect me to, or probably for the next 2 weeks, expect like not as energetic, not as happy me as it usually would be, considering that I'm going through a loss. So yeah, just it's hard. Like as soon as I found out, like the hell. That was really weird. Anyway, as I was saying, for I don't know what that was, but that was really weird. Anyway, like I don't know, like that man was such a good man. Like I'm telling you, that man never made me mad at all. Like that man has nothing but kindness and goodness in his heart. That man has never sinned, never did anything bad, like ever. He was a good man. So when I heard that he passed, I was very heartbroken. Let's just say that. I was completely heartbroken. Like I did not know what to do, like, at all. I could not speak. I was speechless. The first thing that happened, like, you know how when you first find something out, you're just like, oh really? Like you had that deep breath, but I had to, usually that deep breath lasts for a while. But for me, it just took literally 2 seconds before I started crying. Like that man has such a big impact on my life. Like I honestly can't even imagine anything. Like I can't imagine life without him. Like I never could have, and never would even have to think of imagining such a thing without him. And turns out, here we are now. He's no longer with me. We are, you know, he's passed, but all I know is that 1, he didn't suffer. 2, he's for sure in heaven. Like, there's no doubt about it. Like, there's not a single reason why he wouldn't be in heaven. And since he's in heaven, he's obviously going to be in the best place in heaven, because he's literally never ever sinned. He's been to church every Sunday. He's literally done nothing to harm anybody. That man just had such an impact on my life, and I wish that I wish I could have called more. I should have did that. I should have called a lot more to talk to him. I should have did a lot of things. Like, I should. So many things I wish I could have done differently. I wish I could have been a better nephew. I mean, honestly, like him, he had a condition that he couldn't remember anything from 2 seconds ago. Like, if I told him something, he would not remember it at all. But he could remember up to 20, no, not even. He could remember like 60 plus years back. Like, anything from like 10 years and back, he can remember that like it was yesterday. And it was the cutest thing, because he would always tell me, he would always ask me, Jacob, you remember that little squirrel? And I never really knew what he was talking about. Because, like, you know, but I would always have to say, I would always say, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. And, like, it sucks. Like, not gonna, like, because now that means I'm not gonna be able to speak to him ever again. And that thought is just heartbreaking. Just the thought of not being able to speak to someone we love is just not something that you could easily, you know. It's not something that can easily be done. Like, I can't sit here and say it's a shame that he's gone, but we have to continue moving forward, because it's impossible for me to say that and in a calm tone. Like, it's literally impossible for me. Like, that man has such an impact on my life, and it's just like, to know that he's gone, it's weird, because, like, no matter how old you, like, you know people will die, but you never expect when they do. Like, you're like, okay, so, like, you think they're gonna live for, like, ever. And then things happen. And then it turns out it's just not that way. And it sucks, because, like, then you start to think back on what you could have did better and stuff like that, you feel me? Like, I wish I was a better nephew. Like, I feel like I personally could have been a better nephew. Like, I could have called him every day. Not that he would, like, he wouldn't remember it regardless, but it would make me, like, I haven't called him in weeks. In weeks either. Like, it was weeks since I called him. And it was funny because like the last time I called him, I was like, yeah, I'll start calling a lot more often. And then next thing you know, the next time I talk to my grandparents is when my uncle dies. It just sucks because then I feel like mad guilt. Because I wish I could have been a better person to them. I just wish I could have been like a better nephew and just a better person in general to them. I don't see nobody. They're down there. Ooh, get swiped, man. I do have one question though. Why couldn't that be a headshot? Like, why? That would have been a beautiful elimination. Anyway, as I was saying, like, it just sucks knowing that you could have did more. And you didn't, and I didn't, and I just feel so much guilt. And like, I do remember the last time I spoke to him. I know he was talking. I don't remember what exactly we were talking about, but I know he did talk about the squirrel thing, like he always does. Like there has been one time where I've talked to him, and he hasn't said anything about a squirrel. And it's funny because I'll just be talking to him. I'm like, "Hi, what up, Junior? How you doing?" He'll be like, "Hey, Jacob, remember that squirrel?" I'll just be like, "Yeah, I do." Like, how could I forget? It's just, I don't know. It's. Gosh darn, man, why you gotta be a cheap shot? And then the storm's coming in from me too, but I'm like, come on now. Where did you come from? You literally dropped on the floor. Anyway. Alright, well, I'm almost in Division 3. Actually, I'm gonna join this thing. I'm gonna end the stream. Talk to you later.